tell you, I have always wanted a Lambo.
For as long as I've known you, it has always been this thing like, oh, Mike's gonna get a Lambo. It's gonna happen real soon.
Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. We got the ZR1, the GT500, but today's upload is not about either one of those cars. It's about something new, something really cool. It's red and it's Italian. That's all I'm gonna say for now. So the Uber should be here momentarily and then we're heading out.
How's it going?
Good, how are you doing? Thank you.
Very much.
Yep.
Have a safe trip back.
Nice to meet you. You too.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you to my Uber. That was a great ride. It was actually really nice getting to relax and not have to drive. But wow. Inventory stocked up. 720S after 720S. 570s galore. Aston Martins. Beautiful GT3 RS in green. Another one in orange. The red Huracan. Don't pay attention to that. Beautiful 720S in Napier. Matching stitching there. Kind of a neat, like, it was kind of like a baseball stitch there on the seat. It's interesting. That's definitely really cool. Love the 720 spiders. And this incredible, I think it's a Latana purple. You can see on the option sheet right there. Total price $310 for a 600 LT Spider. I think they're not diamond cut, but I think they're diamond wheels. They look really cool. Yellow calipers with the Latana purple looks really good. Love the yellow racing line there on the wheel. MSO stitching in the headrest. The best part of any 600 though, that exhaust. That in and of itself might make a 600 worth it, just to have that. Coming out the top and seeing flames shoot out on downshifts. Something a little bit different. This is a 570, been out for a few years, as you guys know. I'm sure you've seen plenty of them. But recently, just for this year, McLaren started offering the MSO high downforce kit. Now, people have been putting wings on 570s for a long time, and a lot of aftermarket companies make something similar. But this is straight from McLaren, from MSO, and you can see it's mounted just like the ones from aftermarket companies, but it looks really good in that carbon fiber to match the carbon fiber engine cover on this car. And that's from McLaren too. So MSO recently has been doing a lot of different stuff, like wheel colors, you know, just crazy options. They're really kind of expanding what they do for cars. But that is a 570 with the high downforce kit. And I think it looks really good. I think the 570 always kind of needed something on the back. And, you know, I was never a fan of the aftermarket wings. None of them looked good to me. I mean, they looked okay, but none of them looked like factory. And that looks really nice. I like the way that looks. It's cool to see the paint samples as well. Napier, this is how you know you're at a cool place. Now, most car dealerships offer, you know, like coffee or water, but McLaren offers you Stella. Guys, and I just got handed the keys to this LP580-2 HURACAN. I got them right here. Sorry for the wind noise. I'm gonna get in the car here momentarily, but big thank you to Lambo Greenwich. Check them out. Big thank you to them for allowing me to borrow this car for a while. I have been strongly considering getting into a HURACAN, as you guys know. And the fact that I can try one out for a week or two is big. Way better than a test drive, because with a test drive, you know, sure, you get to see what it's like for 10 minutes. This way, I get to see what it's like to actually live with the car and what it would be like to really buy one. It's definitely a plus when you're spending $200 or more $1,000. Flip up to start, or you can put your finger through the hole and start it that way, but that's lame. I like to do this. mirrors unfold there. And this is it. I have always wanted a Lambo my whole life. It was my dream car as a kid. And then I got into McLarens, kind of forgot about the Lambos for a while, but I have always wanted one as long as I've been into cars. Radio. Sorry, I've never had to do this before. I'm trying to figure everything out. But I even made a video way back in the day driving around in my old Stingray about how I always wanted a Lambo. That was my dream car. And it feels pretty cool to be in one. Wait, parking brake on. Look at the beautiful Skittles as we drive by. Okay, I'm driving a Huracan now. This is interesting. Driving a Huracan, and we're about to get on the road. We're in automatic mode. Here we go. You can really hear that V10 behind you already, not even getting into it. Wow, you have no visibility behind you at all. None at all. But you can see really good out of the side here. That window goes so far forward, you can see easily. See right down to the road. So that's good. Mirrors are pretty big, that's good. Front visibility, definitely great. But the back, luckily the car is really short though, so it's not really that big of a blind spot, but it's gonna take me a second to get used to. Lambo people say you drive in sport. That is the way to drive. So we are now in sport mode. Definitely holds revs a little higher. Oh man, this is pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie. I really like this. It's weird, when I rode in the Performante, I felt like the center stack was really big and like the dashboard was so big. For some reason, it doesn't seem like that right now as I drive it. Maybe it's different over there in the passenger seat. You can see it kind of comes forward more. Maybe that's why I felt that way, but it feels really small and good over here now that I'm driving it. Turn signal on the wheel. Okay, took me a second to get used to that. Figure out where that is. And you press it to turn it off. Okay, we got that. We know how to use our turn signals now. We're in business. I'll tell you what else, nothing even comes close to that V10 sound. McLarens are fast, but when it comes to sound, Lambo is the undisputed king. Might be the fastest one I've ever driven. Early report, things I like and don't like. I like the shifting feel, it's great, super fast, love the sound, love the overall driving feel. Don't love the turn signal button on the steering wheel. That really sucks, I don't like it. It should just be like like a stalk, like normal. Now, maybe I'll get used to it, but I don't like that. The paddles are also really far back. Like McLaren, you're just kind of like right here, but Lambo, it's all the way back here you gotta reach. And the paddles don't move with the wheel, so that kind of sucks. The one surprise that is a good surprise is the driving feel. Like I said, it feels so incredibly light. The front end, the turn in on the front end is so light and easy. It might be one of the best driving cars I've ever driven, and that includes all the McLarens. It feels so good on a McLaren, and I'm sorry to keep comparing it to a McLaren. I know it's a great car in its own way, but that's what I would be replacing my McLaren with, would be with one of these. So that's what I'm trying to see all the differences. And I love how on the McLaren you can shift up or down with either paddle. This car you can't. You can only downshift with the left and up with the right. For regular people, I'm sure that doesn't matter at all, but when you're a YouTuber and sometimes you film, it's nice to be able to do that with one hand. Stupid, I know, but it's something that I have to think about. What do we got here? Going to Corvettes of Carlisle. I'd be willing to bet $1 million on that one. Towed by a Ford. Oh boy. I think the most impressive thing with this car in particular is that this is a 3-year-old car with 40,000 miles on it, 40,484 miles on it, and it still drives like it's brand new. You would never know. It feels really tight, feels really solid, it shifts nice, there's no rattles in here. So that really speaks to that now famous Huracan build quality that everybody talks about. I mean, it must be built pretty well because it's still a really solid car, even after a lot of use. That's a lot. That means probably it was driven hard for a lot of those miles. It's a very high-strung engine, you know, built for power and speed. It's not really built to be a daily driver, although you can definitely use it that way. That's very impressive to me. Holy crap, school buses. Thank you. And that's it. First drive in the Huracan, definitely not a disappointment, to say the least. Actually like it a little bit more than I thought I would. Now I might have to spend 200 grand. The only problem that I see right now is that I'm definitely out of garage space. So we're gonna kick the Toyota out and we'll see how she feels about that when she gets home. Definitely wouldn't actually do that, just as a little surprise, because she does not know that I even have this car right now. She's gonna come home and find a Lamborghini in her garage spot. Wow, this is a wide car. It's wider than it kind of looks, actually. Yeah, we'll see how that one goes over. But doesn't the Huracan look really good in the 717 garage? I think it fits really well with our American lineup. Look at how big the ZR1 looks next to that car. The big wing, the huge front end, looks way bigger. But actually, I think the Huracan might be a little bit wider, believe it or not. I mean, that was kind of, I mean, not close to get in, but it was definitely wide. And the Mustang is the most narrow of them all, but definitely the heaviest. Have a pretty cool lineup. We got the manual 5.4 liter V8 supercharged Stang. We got the automatic torque converter auto supercharged 6.2 liter ZR1 and the NA V10 dual clutch 3,100 pound lightweight Huracan. Fun in their own way. A lot of fun in their own way, but very, very different. Hey, babe.
Nice parking spot.
Yeah, what do you think?
It's interesting.
Uh-huh. I knew you'd like it. You like it?
This isn't yours, is it?
No, no. I'm just borrowing this for a few days to see how I like it. Here's the bad news. I like it. So, I actually really like it. Now, this one has like 40,000 miles on it. You can see it's got like that's like melted, a little jacked up. But it's got the forged carbon in the engine bay. Really cool.
There's a Lamborghini in our garage.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it weird? Like, even having McLarens, like, there's still something special about Lamborghini.
That's always been my dream car.
Right. There's something special about saying, like, oh, I have a Lamborghini. Like, that's special.
Wow. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Whoa! What is this?
Well, there you go, dude.
Is that your car?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's mine.
It's Frenchie's Bakery's car.
You bought this.
Now we're gonna wrap it teal.
I'm just borrowing it for a few days, but I figured you'd be excited.
Oh my god, dude. I was like, you did not do that. Oh
well,
my god.
I'm thinking about buying one. That's why I got it here. So,
Wow.
What do you think, dude?
This thing was clean, dude.
It's really cool. Actually,
crap.
it's better to drive than I thought it was going to be. So, it's not mine yet, but, and this one's a little bit higher mileage.
Well, we all know how that goes, though.
Yeah, we all know once especially if I'm driving the car.
It's lights out.
Right.
Wow. I was like,
Kinda
it's
neat.
like a Tesla. You just like swipe your hand and it comes over. That's pretty sick. You got it closed or does it close on its own?
It'll close on its own then.
It's
the
all
secret
about it.
starter.
Yeah. Who it's so weird. Like I haven't ridden in a McLaren in so long, and now this, for the mid-engine, rear engine.
Have you ever been in a Huracan before?
No, just a Aventador in Murcielago. Dude, in the Mustang, this would feel like we're on a tidal wave.
Oh, I know. If I took that corner in the GT500 at that speed, we'd be in the woods.
I can't stop smiling, dude. This thing's crazy.
Bobby can tell you, I have always wanted a Lambo.
For as long as I've known you, it has always been this thing like, oh, Mike's gonna get a Lambo. It's gonna happen real soon. Yellow.
Yeah, yellow.
Gallardo. It was always gonna be yellow Gallardo.
Yeah.
And that was always the plan. We used to talk about it, tell our friends, hey, Mike's getting a Lambo pretty soon.
It took me about 12 years to get here, but I did it.
Here.
I love this car. What'd you think?
Dude, so we just got done driving it. And I don't know.
Dream come true, right?
It's insane.
Yeah, for me too. I mean, it's pretty
It's insane driving this.
There's a reason why the Lamborghini name has some magic behind it. It's pretty cool.
It's weird. It's just different.
Yeah, it's different.
McLarens and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't.
That's what I said. Somehow, I said the same thing. I was like, somehow, like every other brand is cool, but nothing is a Lambo.
Nope. Nothing.
Wow.
Beautiful.
What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Do I have to get one? I think maybe. If you enjoyed this upload, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to RF Racing.
Thank you.
Take care. Have a great day.
Get the Lambo.